All right, so we're just doing AB, so we're not doing these powers because we haven't learnt to sketch them in advance yet. So we've got x plus 1 on x. So let's draw this nicely. Oops, sorry. Y equals x. Well, that's nice and easy to draw. One on x. And let's just do the sum. We're graphing the sum. So if x is 0, then I've got 0 plus 1 on 0, undefined. X equals 1, I've got 1 plus 1 on 1, I've got 2. X equals 2, I've got 2 plus 1 on 2. 3 plus 1 on 3. 4 plus 1 on 4. 5 plus 1 on 5. Like, it's going to keep getting closer and closer and closer to x. If I had a half, then I've got half plus 1 on a half, so I've got half plus 2. Yeah, I think I didn't draw my purple one that great. So it's kind of going to go up and down and then start hugging this one a bit. And we're going to get same down in the negatives. Hugging this one. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so it's going to be hugging this one. And then, yeah, it's going to look like that. If I have, so that was 14A. And the blue was the sum. I'm going to do 15A now on the same graph. So now I'm sketching the difference. So this time I've got 0 take 1 on 0, still undefined. One take 1 on 1, it's going to be 0. 2 take a half, it's going to be 1.5. 3 take a third. Yeah, it's going to be getting closer and closer and closer to the green line, because what we're subtracting off at each time is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. If I've got x equals a half, I've got a half take 1 on a half, so that's 1.5. So these ones, kind of be going here, and then it's going to get closer and closer and closer and closer to the green. And it's going to be doing something really similar here. Oh, x equals -1. I've got 2 this time. So it's not the same, sorry. Oh, yes, it is, because -1 take -1. My apologies. Okay. Pretend that was rounded. Okay, that's for 14a and 15a. So that was f of x. Take g of x. Okay, my next one's a bit harder because I've got two hyperbolas. My first is 1 on x. Sorry, so it's going to go through there and there. And my next is 1 on x plus 2, which means it's been moved left 2. So it's going to be there and there. Yeah. Okay. Now let's figure out the sum. X equals 0, 1 on 0 plus 1 on 0 plus 2, undefined. So we're not defined at x equals 0. We're also not going to be defined at x equals -2. Okay. And a third. Okay, so when x equals +1, we've got 1 and a third. We've got half plus a quarter. So we're going to have numbers slightly bigger than those. What about when x equals -1? Ooh, 0. And you can see that here the purple bit's way bigger than the green bit. Here the green bit's way bigger than the purple bit. So it's going to go like that. And then here, adding them each time, it's going to be bigger. Okay. Okay, now let's do the difference. 1 on 0 take, 1 on 0 plus 2. Again, undefined. Again, undefined. 1 take a third, so 2 thirds. So x equals 1, I've got something less. So this one's kind of going to go like that. Don't worry, don't want them amazing. If I've got -1, then I've got 1 on -1 take, 1 on -1 plus 2. So I've got -1 take 1, -2. And in between that, so I've got green minus the purple. Yeah, it's kind of going to go like that if it's the green minus the purple each time. And if it's x equals, for example, minus 3, I've got 1 on minus 3, take 1 on minus 3 plus 2, which is negative a third, take negative 1, so it's positive 2/3. Ooh. So this one's kind of going to go like that. That's what that looks like. Very easy to follow.